Nathan Adler here with the Fast Lane car, and behind me is the brand new 2015 Volvo S60. Now, what's important about this one is it's the T6, even though it's a 4-cylinder. Better yet, it has a supercharger and a turbocharger. Let me make sense of this coming up next. This is where all the magic happens, and I'm not just saying that to try to be funny. I'm quite serious, and I'll tell you why. First of all, this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It puts out 302 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Most impressive is that that happens right around 2,400 RPM. Great stuff. But there's a reason why it's so awesome, and that is there's a supercharger and a turbocharger hooked up to the very same power plant. This is how it works according to Volvo. You have the supercharger, which kicks in immediately, helping you get up with low-end torque and then build, and then the turbocharger kicks in as the supercharger dies out. That way there's no turbocharger lag, and at the same time you're maintaining excellent boost and supposedly good efficiency. Actually, it's not supposedly, because it's been getting really good gas mileage. I've been averaging 27 miles per gallon, and I drive like an idiot. For those of you who don't like certain types of annoyances, and I'll give you an example, it has the start-stop feature, which really does help maintain very good gas mileage. And then that's what it's supposed to do. It stops the engine when you're normally sitting there idling and wasting fuel, and it relies on the battery to power the electronics in the vehicle, the fan, what have you. And it works quite well. The EPA average for this car is 28 miles per gallon. That's impressive. That being said, the start-stop feature is really annoying in traffic. If you're doing stop-and-go traffic and you're forced to stop often, it'll shut off. And the thing is that there's a little tiny bit of a delay before the engine starts again. So once you release your foot from the brake, then it starts, then you can go. A majority of the updates for the 2015 Volvo S60 happen under the hood and also with technical equipment. Not so much with the exterior, which is okay because I think it's a pretty good looking car and a lot of you do too. But there are a couple changes, including the nose, the headlights, the front fenders. And for those of you who really wanted a car that looked faster, meaner, or bolder, well, you're gonna have to move up to, say, a BMW or Audi. Now, this is electrically assisted power steering, and a majority of the vehicles that are being built now have that, and that's because it saves gas. They're doing everything they can to save fuel. It doesn't rely on a pulley, it's its own independent unit. Great. But what it's done is it's taken a lot of the feel out of the steering. Now there's one more thing. A majority of this vehicle is really built for front driver and front passenger comfort. As you can see, the way the roof rakes back, if you're a tall passenger in the back, not a lot of space. Everyday driving has been a blast. It's a lot of fun being able to get on the freeway on-ramp, off-ramp too, faster than anybody else. And yeah, you just push a pedal and it lights up, it goes. It's got a lot of power, and it's right there on tap. And the thing is that all that power kicks in at like 2,400 RPM. One of the cool things about shooting in Red Rocks, Colorado, aside from the fact it's beautiful, it even smells nice. Any time of year, it's a great time to come and cops don't bother us here very often, is the fact that we have these wonderful red colors, and this interior has that. It's almost like a terracotta red. And normally I'm not one to go into how beautiful an interior looks as opposed to other interiors, but there's something special about the way Volvo did this interior, and it's like elegant simplicity. Feel of the steering wheel is actually really nice too, and it's heated. It's an option, I believe. I'll just say it's heated. It's heated. It's nice. All in all, a very comfortable, luxurious place to be without a lot of stuff to complicate it. But I need to show you something that is a bit of a downfall, especially if you have tall passengers sitting in the back. This is gonna hurt, guys, and I'll tell you why. I am, with my big boy shoes on, about 6'1", and I'm sitting behind myself. Now, fortunately, there is a scalloped area here in the seats, but as you can see, legroom, it is not best in class. Now, if you look up, headroom. Well, my head is just touching. Now, I do have a tall torso. If Roman were in here, his hair would be actually eating away at the roof, trying to tear and find places for it to flourish and open up. It would be a lot of fun to have this car with a 6-speed manual, but as it is with the 8-speed automatic and it has paddle shifters, it's actually a really smooth transmission. Gear change is smooth. As you're going up from first gear to about 4th gear, it pounds through the gears very quickly in order to have the engine stressing as little as possible. Hey, by the way, check out these door panels. They are very cool. Look at the way they're simply crafted and at the same time elegantly crafted. It's pretty cool. Been a while since we've done a Does Nathan Fit? And I do. This is a 12 cubic foot trunk, so I don't fit very well. Now remember, I constitute 2 golf bags and a good sized cooler that can hold almost a case worth of beer. So 12 cubic feet. It is not class leading. It's a little tight, and it's actually kind of a narrow passageway as well. But I wanted to show you something that's very cool. And I meant that. Look at this. This pops right up and allows you to bungee in items and hold your grocery bags. It's a good car, and for $47,575, you might think it's too expensive. It's not. You know what it is? It is the equivalent of a BMW 3 Series or the Audi A4 if they were fully loaded. I actually drove one of these with Emmy Hall, okay? And Emmy's my sister. She's awesome. We all love her very much. But she has a lead foot. And she had one of these things. We were trying to get to different places to photograph this car. Not this very one. It was when we went to Las Vegas for the press event. And not only was she going fast, I think she was going faster than a lot of low-flying aircraft. If we were anywhere near Area 51, people would swear up and down it was a UFO passing them. Because, man, she was flying. Okay? So, just a little FYI about Emmy in this car. She liked the power too. I remember she was very hip to that. Her hair started standing straight up and she's foaming at the mouth and what power, and you know, that type of thing. In this case, if you don't mind having front wheel drive with all that crazy power just up front, then you're already off to a good start because it has an excellent interior. It gets fantastic gas mileage. It's comfortable. It's affordable. And despite the fact it has a very small back seat and a small trunk, everything else about the car is very logical. And at the same time, it's fun without looking like it's too much fun. So on the old scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it from TFL Car, I'd give it a buy it. I absolutely would. Yes, I know I'm going to say it. I wish there was a manual version. But as it is, this 8-speed automatic transmission works great too. For the Fast Lane Car, this is Nathan Adlin saying, see you next time, and don't forget to go to tflcar.com for news, views, and real-world reviews. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, while our man Andre is out there setting up cameras, I wanted to show you something that Volvo asked me to show you, and that is the Volvo On Call app. Okay, and it's free, and you can download it for any phone. It works on all different types of platforms, and what it allows you to do, it's more than just showing you when your next service is due. It can do things like open doors, start up the heater, start up the car, and it gives you dashboard information, location information, journals, roadside assistance, you name it, and it's all here on the app. What I like about it is that A, it's very easy to download, and B, it's free. That's nice. And it's relatively easy, it doesn't take up a lot of space. If your car is lost, you can hit the honk and flash button. Now, I haven't hooked it up directly to this car because I don't own this car, but I've seen the demos and it seems like it works pretty good. It's a cool idea, and I'm hoping all car companies do this.